Good afternoon, race fans. Welcome to the Bakersfield Speedway California Raceway video. Your host here, Mike Mosier, the race doctor, along with Jeff Christensen. August 31st, 1996. On tap here tonight, we have round 4, the final division for the California Late Model Championship. And in the pits with me right now, I have the number 2 car, Mike Hood. Mike, how you doing?
Good, thank you.
Well, I tell you what, Mike, currently right now you're 5th in the overall chase for the California Championship. You're leading in the Bakersfield Championship by 24 points over Eric McCorder in the 51 car. And boy, you had a bit of luck last week when that early checkered flag, if you want to call it early, or maybe late, you know, a little controversy there. But you had a stroke of luck. What happened?
I ended up dropping a rod out of the motor.
Dropped the rod out of the motor, and I believe that was coming into turn 3, and you passed the start-finish line as the checker flag came out, saved you because your motor was gone. And man, I'm telling you what, a stroke of luck there.
Yeah, it was definitely good luck because even if it would have went 25 last week, it probably would have blowed this week at the beginning of it. So it was definitely good luck for us.
So current points leader, you're running 5th in the overall chase for the California Late Model Series. Do you do anything different running against some of these other champions from across the state?
I don't think you do anything different. You know, there's just a lot more competition here tonight, so you're going to have to be on your toes and have things hooked up.
Have it all ready to go. And so you're running the same tires. You didn't go out and buy a new carburetor or anything extraordinary, just the same normal setups.
No, basically everything's the same thing. Steve Morgan put us together another motor for this weekend, so hopefully it'll run as good as the one last weekend did and stay together.
Well, I tell you what, he does build some good, quick motors. Your stablemate Eric McCorder also sporting that Steve Morgan Motorsports power plants. How long you been running his motors?
We've been running it all year long, so he built some awesome power.
He does some monster power. Speaking of McCorder, Eric McCorder, if you could come in here just for a moment. We spot Eric as he walks by. Eric, nice to see you in the pits here tonight. We did a little interview with you earlier. We had some mechanical difficulty with our equipment. You are currently 24 points in second place with chasing Mike Hood down, if you will, and he had a stroke of luck last week. How did you do?
We did okay. Ended up having bad luck in the heat race, broken axle starting off, so started me dead last in the main. We worked our way up to about 5th, and then that's about all the track had left for us, so better luck tonight, I hope.
Well, I know you and Mikey, you guys are pretty good friends. You guys chum together quite a bit. When you two get on the track, is there any certain feelings for you two in comparison to some of the other drivers?
Well, I don't know. I try to treat everybody the way I like to be treated, you know, with some kind of courtesy. But we're competitors and we're going to go after it. We won't intentionally bump or bang each other, but if we find an opening, I think Mike and I both are going to squeeze our nose in a little bit, try to get the edge. So,
what do you think, Mike?
Exactly.
So in other words, we see two guys dueling out there on the gridiron. You come into turn 1. You guys are both door handle to door handle. We're not going to see this stuff, huh? Come on, buddy, I want to kick you. We're not going to see that kind of action, huh? Remember the old days of Bakersfield when he had one every weekend in the stands or on the track?
Yeah, I don't think we'll be doing too much scuffling. We're getting a little too old for that.
Well, I'm telling you what, that's for sure.
We do a little bit of arguing now and again, but Mike and I, we've always ran good together. We've always ran fair. I've got respect for him, and he's got the same for me. Don't need to do any body slamming. If he sees me or if I see him, we'll give him room to race.
Well, 24 points separating these two. Monster, the gladiators of the arena here, 1 and 2 in the championship chase. I tell you what, shake hands and come out racing.
There you go. All right.
There you go. There you go. Mike Hood along with Eric McCorder. Mikey, we wish you the best. You go out tonight, kick some booty, and maintain that little edge over McCorder. You guys do really good on the job.
Yeah, it'd be nice to keep that way.
There you go. Mike Hood, good luck to you. Casino City Supplies, Fast Plumbing, Hood's Furniture Warehouse. Giving a little late minute tune-up here on the brand new number 44 car, Rapid Rick Childress. Larry Avila putting a scope on it right now, getting a timing set. Get that distributor plugged in the hole just right. Greg Voigt in IMCA 17A. How do you like me now? currently Bakersfield late points chase, sits in the number 3 position, hits the clock at a 14.811. 14.811. For pounds, a 14.764, a bit quicker. And the number 13 car on the track. Jay Ellenberger, Elon Multi-Business Center. Sam Tucker Special, your driver, dashing Daryl Hood. The clock at a 15.050. 79.99 miles per hour for Daryl Hood first time out. Second lap a 15.326. Next up the number 77 car out of Marina Del Rey. Bill Bartels, the local Harley-Davidson dealer, one of the largest California Harley-Davidson dealers, driving the late model number 77, hits the clock with a 15.211. 15.211. Second time quicker, a 14.953. 14.953. 81 miles an hour for Bill Bartels. Next up, the Miller Genuine Draft Special. The number 28 car, Joe Whitlow. Whitlow hits the clock 15.022. 15.022. Just under 80 miles an hour. Average speed around High Bank Wet, 1/3 mile clay oval. Second time in a 15.621. Next up, the 86 car. One lap will come. He was registered one a little bit earlier. That's Big Daddy. He'll pick up another green. Big Daddy Lonnie Cox. Delco Gunite, Pools by Ike, Powerhouse sponsored car. Ready to lock and load or rock and roll, whichever the case may be, out of turn 4.
How many laps are going tonight in these qualifiers, Mike?
Now this will be an 8-lap qualifier.
Excellent. Should be a lot of great racing out there tonight. Okay, those gas pedal foot start twitching, you know what I'm saying, as they go into turn 3.
Lights are out. Aaron Farrell sets the pace. Remy on the top side, we go green. Remy Sr. first into turn 1 off turn 2. Brian Terry making a pass out of 2 up for second. Here comes Jerry Morgantini as Gary Bredmont loses it in turn 2.
We remain green here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Bredmont gets going. We have some contact between the 69 car, Aaron Farrell and Morgantini, but everybody seems to get straightened out. We're still racing. We're still green. Everybody's trying to find a spot out there on the racetrack. Seems a little slick out there right now, Mike.
First race of the night, always slippery condition as Terry Brewer up on the top side takes a look at it real early, and Roger Remy drops back down low.
Roger Remy, your leader, with 2 laps down, 6 to go. Terry Brewer right on his rear bumper, trying to make the pass on the inside. Morgantini's in third. We got a battle for the 4th position, the 54 car and the 5X car of John Introcaso. Introcaso goes up high, and Morgantini goes into 3rd position. We've got some smoke coming from the Remy car, Mike.
That could be problems. Keep in mind, top 3 go to the main as John Introcaso makes a transfer up to that bubble position.
Brady Bell on the bubble. Bredmont slowed in turn 4. He must have looped it again. Looks like Jimmy the Shoe showed the black flag to someone. I'm not really
so I think he was pointing back there at Brewer for making contact. And then all of a sudden, turn 2, John Intricasso all over Brewer's tail. And a black flag goes to your leader. You're right, Roger Remy Sr.
That's bad news. That's bad news. Seems to be running okay, even though he is smoking. It's like some smoke coming from the rear end there. You think it's motor related or is it rear end related?
Well, I would say that's probably coming out of his exhaust. Look out, Brady Bell up into the wall. John Intricasso puts the brakes on and collects up Don Peasard. And I believe Jimmy the Shoe Irwin gave another black flag.
The yellow flag is on the racetrack. Brady Bell is stalled up in the apex of turn 3 and 4, which brings out the yellow.
That's with 6 down, 2 to go. That'll give Gary Bredmont in the 1P car an opportunity to come back in and maybe make that position. As I see Bob Clement. What's going on, Bobby? You can split that 4 ways with a 25 gift certificate to Western Warehouse. We go green.
Brewer's in the lead into turn 3 with Peaser right on his tail getting sideways. Irwin throws a green flag just to make sure everybody knows we're racing. Peaser on the outside trying to make it stick on top of Brewer. Makes the pass going into turn 2. Down the back straight it's Peaser, then Brewer in the 83, Morgantini, and Bredmont. Should be 1 lap to go, and your flagman, Jimmy the Shoe Irwin, waves the white flag. Your leader, Don Peaser, right behind him. Terry Brewer, but the real battle is for third. That third and final qualifying spot, Mike. What do you think? Bredmont's on the bubble.
Well, that yellow flag allowed him to close ground, and he's got 2 corners to go to make that transfer. There's your winner, Don Peaser.
Morgantini goes kind of high. Bredmont trying to make it stick on the bottom. Morgantini takes the last qualifying position in this first round qualifier.
Terry Brewer finishing second. Your top 3 that'll go to the main. Don Peaser, the number 1 car, the 83 car of Terry Brewer. And the third and final direct line communicator to the main event, the number 76, Jerry Morgantini. Input just come in, appreciate that. The 68 car out there, that is Danny Simpkins' son. Oh boy, nice to see it stay in the family, so we wish him the best.
The next generation. Eh?
Right on, lights out, we're looking for the green. Childress Selvage holds the pace out of 4. No green.
Jimmy does not like what he's seeing. He did not like that whole idea of this race. Did not get underway there.
I think Tom Manzella, the 8X, did not see a green flag fly. He wasn't looking for a flag at all, I guess. This is round 2 qualifier. Top 3 go to the main event. 8 laps of action.
Here he comes. That's a Starsky and Hutch rig if I've ever seen one.
Now, is he Starsky or Hutch? Lights out. Childress is going to have to start at a deficit.
But he's going to be full speed ahead by the time the green flag throws, but it's not going to be enough, I think. The green flag goes. Let's go racing.
Tom Manzella first into turn 1. Childress starts a half a lap down with Selvage coming out of turn 2 up to second. Chad Henry up to third.
Chad Henry goes into second place into turn 3 in the apex of turn 3 and 4. Selvage on the outside trying to hold the position. Selvage down the front straightaway. It's close. The 22 car of Selvage in second. Across the line, Henry in third in the 04 car. In fourth is Bart Wheeler in the 2018 car being hammered by Danny the Pieman Lewis in the 16 car. But way out front is the 8X of Tom Manzella.
A new car for Manzella. And Selvage makes a pass as Chad Henry got a little loose out of turn 4.
Henry's car has been just amazingly fast in the past few weeks.
Well, you look at the red 22 of Selvage. He's been running that upper groove here tonight. Early on, that second groove for the late models ought to be the place to go.
Chad Henry trying to make the move into turn 1, trying to push Selvage up high on the inside. It's Henry for second place. He takes over the position down the back straightaway. Into turn 3, Henry and Selvage right on his back door. Henry goes low out of turn 4 and is in second place with 4 laps down and 4 to go in this second round qualifier for the hobby stocks.
Chad Henry suffering a bad burn early on in the pits tonight. A radiator blew up on him and he's got skin peeled off his right hand, looking really bad.
That's gotta hurt. That is going to leave a mark, let me tell you.
Hood a flapping now on this 04 car, Chad Henry.
Right now, your first 3 qualifiers are pretty cut and dry. There's really not a battle yet for the third and final qualifying spot in this second round qualifier. With 5 laps down, soon to be 6, and 2 to go. On the bubble is the 28 line right now. Henry trying to win this heat race. Henry's hooked up. He's got 2 corners to try and win this one.
Billy J. Simpkins.
Henry on the inside trying to make a bid for this win, but Tom Manzella holds him off for the win in the second round qualifier of the Hobby Stock Division. Your second place finisher, last week's main event winner, Chad Henry.
Finishing up third in the final qualifier, the number 22, Jason Selvage. Those top 3 will go to the main event.
And going to the B main, Danny the Pie Man Lewis in the 16 car. In the 68, what is it? The double amputee. They call him the Hook.
Mark Roberts. Second row inside the number 15 car in the lineup. That's Brian Reed.
On the outside of him, the 38 car of Chris Mendenhall, the Pink Panther. Lights are out. Looks like we may be going racing. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin gives the green flag.
We go green.
Roberts into turn 1.
Also the number 25 car, Roger Herring. The number 66 of Jim Deedy and the number 77 of Adam Miller. Chris Mendenhall, the Pink Panther on the move. And Mark Roberts, the double amputee, your leader into turn 1. 1 lap down. Running second, the 25 car, Roger Herring. And Jim Deedy on the high side up to a transfer position. He's on the bubble now with Chris Mendenhall running fourth. Deedy jumps to the high side also and makes it work as he gathers up ground on Roger Herring.
That track seems to be sticky all over tonight. The high line, the low line working for everyone. We got a great battle for second place. The 25 car of Roger Herrick and James, yes indeed, he makes a big power move from third to first, coming into the front straightaway. Deedy takes the lead.
A clean pass. Leader Herrick back to second. Mark Roberts now on the bubble, running third, and then Mendenhall.
Mendenhall right on his tail, trying to take that third qualifying spot away from Mark Roberts. And right behind him is the 15 car of Brian Reed. We've got a great battle for the 5th and 6th spots coming in for 7th. Todd Parker in that yellow machine. Whoa, we've got some cars together going to the back straightaway, and Roberts is spun out into turn 3. Mendenhall gets in the back him, spins him out.
And Adam Miller makes contact with the wall. Todd Barker makes a shortcut to the infield and back out on the track.
Your leader is James Yesenini. Roberts finally gets the number 5 rig going. Right behind him is Roger Herrick in the 25 rig. And it's a black flag for the Hook. 6 down, 2 laps to go, and your leader is James Deedy, followed right behind him by Roger Herrick. And the Pink Panther, Chris Mendenhall, securing that third and final transfer spot.
7 laps down this time by the start-finish line. Deedy, your leader, followed by Herrick. Mendenhall running third on the bubble as Roberts, having trouble, will go off the track. Look out, mama.
Look out.
Todd Barker gets turned sideways. Adam Miller picked him up right rear flat on the yellow 81 car of Barker as Jim Deedy wins the qualifier. Herrick
in second place, and the third and final qualifying spot goes to the Pink Panther, Chris Mendenhall.
That's your 3 transferees to the main event, ending up a round 3 qualifier.
Sounded like that tire popped right here when he hit the wall. What do you think? Oh yeah, that's a bad one. Having a real hard time getting that sucker back into the pits.
Better finisher than you. You race fans, makes it a little fun. Nudge your neighbor and make a little wager who you think can be outbeat one of your cars. Who do you want to pick there, guy?
I want to go with the green machine, Jammin' Jerry Horlack, number 33 car. Is that going to be your pick?
No, I'll take the 14 of Rick Henderson then.
Here they go out of turn 4. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin says, let's go racing! Scott Pruitt into turn 1, taking the low line, has a lead for right now, the 14 car. Rick Henderson is right on the side, in going down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Boy, I tell you what, they're all side by side as they started. As somebody backfiring as they come into turn 4. Horlacker, a little bit of backfire. Scotty Pruitt, your leader, followed by Rick Henderson, and then Jammin' Jerry Horlacker. Your pick, Steve.
Horlacker's one is backfiring, but seems to be just up on power as everyone else. Your leader, Scott Pruitt. Pruitt coming out of turn 4. Henderson in second. Jeff Miller in third. Your points leader, Lloyd Reed, takes over the 4th position. Horlacher and the man from Taft, Mike Sparks, get together into turn 1. The rookie's kind of keeping up there in the 44 car. Not doing too bad.
Hey, looking real good. Ken Harrington doing a fine job. He's right on the backside of Mike Sparks, sticking right in the group, the white 44.
Lloyd Reed's going to get into the mix for that one, trying to get that 3rd and final qualifying spot for that main event.
I don't know. He's got a tough handle there with that black number 3 at Jeffrey Miller.
Horlacher's trying to come up and join this melee, trying to get that last qualifying spot. Reed on the outside of Miller. Miller up on the berm in the back straight. They make contact. The 49 and the 3. The 3 outbreaks the 49 of Reed on the inside. 33 Horlacher backfires and hits him up onto the berm. This is Miller. And we're getting a black flag. We're backfiring. Sparks are spitting and sputtering. Miller bangs in the back of Horlacher and finally gets going on the raceway, and we remain green.
Well, they rolled up a black flag warning, but that was not Horlacher's. That was all by himself. It appeared as the black number 3, Jeffrey Miller, goes off the track.
Wow, is that for rough driving or?
And now Rick Henderson starts to track down your leader, Scotty Pruitt. Pruitt opens the door in the 4. Henderson down low, one more time to go. Look out, mama.
Henderson gets a little swirly coming out of 4, gives Pruitt the advantage going into turn 1 and 2. Henderson has 2 laps to try and win this one, or he can stay secure for that second transfer spot. And in third, on the bubble, your points leader, Lloyd Reed, right behind him in the 61 car from Tab, Mike Sparks. Here's your winner in the 76B car, sponsored by Pruitt Drilling, Nestle, Scott Pruitt.
Rick Henderson takes second along with Lloyd Reed, your 3 final qualifiers. So I picked up a cool one on you there, Steve-O.
Well, yes you do, but the night's young, Mike. What do you say?
I tell you what, we got much more racing to go.
Floyd Quackenbush out of Santa Clarita, California.
Floyd Quackenbush, a hard charger, been building a motor for quite a while. We'll look to see how well he's did. Lights out, we'll look for the start right now. Buckle up, turn 4.
Jimmy the Shoe says, let's go racing.
The race prep special, the number 55 Elite Jensen first in the turn 1 off turn 2, your leader, but here comes Lonnie Welch in the blue 14.
Lonnie Welch making a big move from about the back row into second place. Right behind him in the 20 car of Mike Berry, followed by Steve Cargill. Cargill trying to make it into that 3rd position to try to transfer directly into the main event.
Officials looking over the blue 57 of Floyd Quackenbush, a brand new motor. Valves has not seated yet, or rings rather, and that's what that smoke is. It appears.
He's staying right up with the leaders there, Mike. I hope they don't black flag him just for that white smoke.
Give him a chance to seat them rings in, if you will. Brand new motor.
Black flag in his hand, however, go for it.
Brand new motor, trying to get those rings seated. But Lee Jensen, the class act right now, but a partner is the blue 14 of Lonnie Welch, all over his backside.
Jensen goes high into turn 4. Lonnie Welch takes advantage of that, takes over the lead. 4 laps down, 4 to go. Lonnie Welch is your leader, followed by Lee Jensen in the 55 Camaro. In the 3rd place, with the number 20 car, is Mike Berry. Steve Cargill right behind him.
Welch with a nice 4-car length now. And we want to say hello to Manuel Muelas from Fresno. Manuel, nice to have you here tonight.
Lonnie Welch, after he passed Jensen, just decided to check out. It's like a hotel room at noon on Sunday. He's checking out. But the real battle is for 2nd and 3rd place between the number 20 car of Mike Berry and Lee Jensen. Berry on the inside down the back straightaway makes a big power move past Jensen. Jensen has a little trouble going into turn 3 and 4 with 1 lap to go. Your leader is Lonnie Welch. Jensen still, well, a little bit of smoke coming off the 55 car of Jensen. Cargill trying to sew up that last qualifying position, but there's a slow car might come into, doesn't come into play. Cargill moves into 3rd. Your winner, Lonnie Welch. Mike Berry in 2nd, Steve Cargill in 3rd, and 4th, the 55 car of Jensen. Right behind him, the 57 car.
Floyd Quackenbush, rear end going away on the 55 Camaro of Lee Jensen. Rear end going away, grinding up some gears. Some sparks were flying, and you can smell that rear end fluid.
You know, once again,
the number
Mike, this
34 car comes to us also out of Porterville. That is Robbie Atchison. So the Atchison brothers in the same qualifier. Lights out. We're looking for the green out of turn 4. Pace set by Morgan and Atchison. We go green. First into turn 1. The 24 car of Atchison as Morgan gets loose, and here comes Dino Napier chopping. Oh boy! Tires broke loose off of the 44 car Rick Childress as Mike Morgan, 3 abreast into turn 2, picked up Dino Chapman, and Mike Morgan, right rear tire, makes it over into turn 4 off of the 60 car Dino Chapman. And Rick Childress, a brand new car, got 2 corners on it, got hammered high up in the wall in the Budweiser sign. Oh boy, that's a way to christen a brand new car by Race Prep. Larry and Brenda Avila. Of course, Dino Chapman, a whole lot of smoke coming off his car. They came out of turn 2. They were side by side, 3 abreast with Childress on the high side. And boy, there was some battle going on right there.
Everybody going for the same piece of real estate and just ran out of room there. Seems to be a crowd gathering around the Childress car. Hit the wall pretty hard, Mike.
Childress is out of the car. Shook up, big hand for Rick Childress.
Yeah, let's hear it for him. Driver's okay. Almost like a trophy dash, huh?
Yeah, kind of like a dash for the cash, if you will.
I miss those, let me tell you. Miss them a lot. If we had a little more time out here, we probably could run them.
Lights out, we're looking for the green. We go green. 3 Porterville cars on the track. Your leader, the number 5 of Ray Nolan. Followed by the yellow number 24 of Roy Atchison, and then his brother Robbie Atchison in the 34 car. Look out, Roy up high out of 4. Oh boy. So it's Nolan, Atchison, and Atchison on the track.
Atchison making a big move on Nolan coming down the back straightaway. Is right on his bumper into turn 1. The other Atchison in the 34 Camaro is kind of drifting back about maybe 7 or 8 car lengths. The real battle is for the first and second position between Raymond Nolan out of Porterville and Atchison from Bakersfield in the 24 car. 3 down, 3 laps to go. These guys are flying, man. Open racetrack, this is just like hot lap getting it on.
A good time for the 34 car to get some seat time. No traffic in front of them. All 3 drivers out of Porterville spanking some booty here.
Nolan still holds the lead with 4 laps down, 2 to go. Nolan on the inside. Atchison gets into the rear of him. He had to check up there a little bit. Atchison trying to make a bid for the lead coming into turn 2, goes high. Nolan staying low down the back straightaway. Here they come, 2 corners left. Atchison on the outside, Nolan down on the inside. Atchison on the outside coming around turn 4. It's a race to the finish, and it's Nolan by a nose.
Oh, mama. 3 feet separated those two as a good charge by Atchison trying to get on Nolan,
Man,
but Nolan wins.
What a great race. That's why I come out here to see stuff just like that, man.
Door handle to door handle. And next up, round 3 qualifier for the modified street division. 200-pound compression rule. They all run on a 500 CFN 2-barrel carburetor. Then you pick up the number 78 car. That is Ralph Cook.
On the inside of him, the 17 car of Steve Nolan from Porterville. That's rounding out the whole Nolan gang, I guess, huh?
Slippery Steve Nolan, exactly. Well, actually, there's Billy Nolan that's here tonight, not running, but lights are out. We're looking for the green out of turn 4. Your starter, Jimmy the Shoe Irwin, looks at him, sets him free. We go green. Carl Nolan Jr. leads him into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. James the Hammer Hammonds looking good, a solid second, and there comes Stevie Slippery Nolan. Ralph Cook settles back for 4th, off turn 4, 1 lap down.
Your leader in the 55 car, Carl Nolan Jr., right on his tail in the 52 rig.
This will be a 6-lap qualifier. 3 down, 3 to go. Carl Nolan coming off turn 4, your leader, followed by Hammonds, Slippery Nolan, and then Ralph Cook.
Okay, 1 lap to go. Carl Nolan in the lead in second place. The Hammer Hammonds in third, the 17 car of Steve Nolan. In the 78, Ralph Cook right on his tail, trying to secure that third and final transfer position in the main event. Here's your winner, Carl Nolan in second place. James the Hammer Hammonds in third. Slippery Steve Nolan rounding out the field in the 78 car, Ralph Cook.
I tell you what, Carl Nolan looking real strong here tonight. Definitely set the pace for the rest of these field. Next up, we'll have the IMCA modified round 1.
Burning, dirt slinging. Modifieds, it's a great time tonight. What do you say, Mike?
I'm telling you what, these guys do put on a show.
Outside of Scotty Pounds, the number 16X car of Steve Smotherman.
That's Smotherman Motorsports out of Porterville, and the last car in entry way back there. That's the number 112 of Rick Jenkins, another Performance Machine special. Lights out, we anticipate a green. Cox and Void, we go green.
Buck Cox into turn 1, leading Pounds, as well as the 17 car of Greg Boyd down the back straightaway. They're side by side. Pounds and Boyd into turn 3. Boyd goes high. Pounds slips underneath him for second place. Smotherman follows Pounds right past Boyd. Little contact between Boyd and Smotherman down the back straightaway. We got Buck Cox, Scotty Pounds, Steve Smotherman, and Greg Boyd rounding out the field. It's Rick Jenkins in the Pounds on the outs, trying to make a move on the outside of Buck Cox in the number 1 car, trying to make a stick down the back straightaway. Smotherman gets into the mix here. Buck Cox holding the lead right now on Pounds. Smotherman right behind Pounds in the 16X car. Somebody's backfiring coming down the front straightaway. Pounds the number 1 car right on the tail of Buck Cox. Back to you, Michael.
Pounds is looking to the top side and the bottom, trying to find a way to get around Cox. He drops down low out of 4. No contact, side by side on 1. Oh boy, Cox is quick here tonight. And Pounds on the brakes as Cox tries to close the door and Cox loses it.
Allowing Smotherman to move into the lead. Pounds is still in second place, but he's hard on the gas. Trying to catch Smotherman in the 16X car. 5 down, 3 laps to go in this IMCA modified first round qualifier. Smotherman down the back straightaway with Pounds in second, Boyd in third. Rick Jenkins suddenly finds himself in fourth. So that excess alcohol burning off the exhaust of Steve Smotherman right behind him. Scotty Pounds, that number 1 Violet on special. This time around, there'll be 1 lap to go. Irwin throws the white flag.
Yes, indeed. 1 more time to go. Porterville, Steve Smotherman sets the pace. He closed the door off, too. And Pounds just doesn't have any more to offer Smotherman. Smotherman holds it off of 4. He'll take the win. Steve Smotherman. Scott Pounds second. Greg Voigt third. Rick Jenkins. And then Buck Cox. Oh, boy. Cox is able to get it refire. Wait till the main event time comes when we get Buck Cox, Pounds, and Smotherman back out there again.
Man, there's some great racing tonight just north of Bakersfield. Wow, what an exciting heat race. I can't wait to the main event where we can see these alcohol-burning demons going around this 3rd mile
Weston.
Wow, that was exciting.
Then you pick up the number 5 car out of Bakersfield. That's Tammy's Flowers and Balloons Get Hit, Whitechapel. The Superman, Scott Gadsden. Also the number 78 car, currently second in the points chase. That is the GLH Special, Kevin Nichols. And out of Ventura, the number 9 car, Paul Moore, Moore Fabrication. We go green. And James Bam Bam Weston first into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. And here comes Nichols trying to get underneath of Klinkenbeard as Weston goes high into turn 3. Up to second is Kevin Nichols. Oh, mama. 4 down, 4 to go. James Bam Bam Weston, oh boy, he's got it wrapped up there. Check down, almost a complete straightaway lead.
James Weston, your leader out of Oildale, California. The real battle right now is between the 78 car of Kevin Nichols and the number 9 rig of Paul Moore.
White flag action given to James Bam Bam Weston. Nichols, Moore, Klinkenbeard as Weston looks down the back chute, 2 more corners. And there's your winner, James Bam Bam Weston. Kevin Nichols second, James Moore third, or Paul Moore rather, and then Steve Klinkenbeard.
Hey, these guys are flying tonight. I'll tell you
And in the number 6 car here tonight. I believe that's Tim Fisher in the 6 car. No green. Steve Drake with a car and a half lead on the rest of the field. No green.
No green. We've got a yellow condition. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin didn't like what he saw. Steve Drake, your new track record holder, might have jumped out there just a little bit early. Irwin tell him, just be patient, brother. You're the new track record holder. You know the inside of round 2, or row 2. Here we go. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin says, let's go racing. Drake into turn 1, getting sideways, followed by Eric McCorder, Pounds, Dana Nelson, followed by the 28 car, Joe Whitlow out of Tehachapi. Right behind him, Steve Pounds. And in the number 6 car.
And then the number 6 car of Chris Matson out of Walnut Creek.
Walnut Creek way out north. Getting sideways, Pounds trying to make up ground on McCorder. Drake is your leader with 2 laps down and 6 laps to go. I believe the first 4 finishers make it to the main event. Looks like something maybe mechanical has gone wrong with the number 1 Mylodon Special, Scott Pounds. He's dropping back to the rear of the field. Joe Whitlow is spun in turn number 1. We're still under green. We haven't received. Now there's the yellow. Jimmy the Shoe Irwin waves the yellow flag. Straight away.
Looking for the green. We go green.
Drake gets a big jump. Right behind him is McCorder. McCorder drops back about 3 or 4 car lengths, followed by Steve Pounds. And Matson rounds out our field tonight. We've got 4 laps down, 4 to go. Once again, your leader is Steve Drake from San Luis Obispo, California, followed by the number 51 car of Eric McCorder, currently 2nd in points here at the Bakersfield Speedway, 7th in the California Late Model Series. As the cars get fairly spread out right now, not really any big racing going on. Everybody just holding their line, trying not to make any mistakes, trying to make quick laps. Their finishing positions in these heat races, I guess, determine where they'll start in the main as well as their qualifying times.
Exactly right. White flag action one more time around. Your leader still the number 11 is Steve Drake, followed by Eric McCorder, Dana Nelson, Steve Pounds, and then Chris Matson. Here comes your winner off turn 4, Steve Drake.
That's your new track record holder in that number 11 car coming all the way over from San Luis Obispo, California.
Finishing second, McCorder in the 51 car, and then the third finisher, the 02 of Nelson, and then Steve Pounds Big hand for your winner, the number 11 car, Steve Dre.
They can hear you, ladies and gentlemen, when they drive by. Let's give a big hand for Steve Dre. Inside the number 97 car. Scott Kuster, thank you down there in the crowd. Appreciate that. Thank you. Let's go. I got 8 laps of late model action here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Number 88 car of Randy Claiborne takes the lead, followed by 74 Jeff Hilton. Claiborne getting sideways in 3 and 4, followed by Hilton. Right behind him is the 97
Scott
car.
Kuster and then Bill Bartels.
Some exciting racing going on tonight here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Your leader once again in the 88 car, Randy Claiborne. That's a new paint job on that rig right there. Looks like a 2-car shootout for the lead. Hilton gets a little loose coming out of 2, allows Claiborne to get about a 3 or 4 car length advantage on him. 3 down, 5 to go.
Scott Kuster, normally in a blue 32 car, driving the number 97 here tonight with Daryl Hood running 4th. And here comes Rick Gifford underneath of Bartels. Bartels runs the 77 car out of Marlena. Claiborne, your leader off of turn 4.
The 74B car of Hilton really running a smooth line, making up some ground as Claiborne gets loose coming out of 2, allowing Hilton to make up at least 2 or 3 car lengths. This could be a shootout. 6 laps down, 2 to go.
Scott Webster in the 97 car. Scott Webster running 3rd.
Here's the white flag, Jimmy the Shore, when the 88 car of Randy Claiborne, followed by the 74 of Jeff Hilton, the 97 car of
Scott Webster, yes indeed, and then Rick Gifford on his move underneath of Hood out of 2, but Hood closes the door. Your winner, Randy Claiborne.
followed in second by Bakersfield's own Jeff Hilton in the 74 car.
Finishing up 3rd, the number 97 of Scott Webster.
In 4th position, the 23 car of Daryl Hood.
Oh boy. There's crazy Kenny Ferris in the booth.
Okay. We're a little short on names up here tonight. We got some new guys, come from Santa Maria and stuff like that. But I do believe the lights are going to go out right now. Yes, there they are. Jimmy the Shoe takes a look, coming out of turn 4. If he likes what he sees, he'll throw the green. Let's go racing! Your current California Late Model Series points leader, the number 4, Jerry Stewart, in the lead right now. Second place, the number 2 car of Mike Hood, followed by the 55 rig of Lee Jensen. No, pardon me. Lee Jensen.
Gene Ross in the number 7 car running 4th behind Coffee. Then you pick up the number 30 car in the lineup. That's the 30B of Don Hampel. But your leader, the number 4, is Jerry Stewart, followed by Hood and Coffee.
Okay, your current leader. It's a battle for the lead right now. Jerry Stewart in the number 4 car. Followed by Rich Rick. Well, your current points leader here, Bakersfield Speedway, Mike Hood in the number 2 car. And in 3rd place, the 55 car of Rick Coffee. This time by, it'll be 5 down, 3 to go. We're looking at a great battle for the lead. We've got 3 laps to go. Mike Hood, Jerry Stewart.
Gene Ross with Hampel all over his backside. A battle for 4th as a white flag about to come out. The race prep. Jerry Stewart, your leader. Mike Hood right behind him with Steve Morgan Motorsports. Motor inside of his cockpit blows a motor last week. And here comes your winner off turn 4, Jerry Stewart. Mike Hood second, Rick Coffey third. A battle for fourth, they lock bumpers. Oh, and Lonnie Cox spins it, trying to save the gas, and Don Hampel fourth, Gene Ross fifth, and then the 86 of Big Daddy Lonnie Cox.
Looks like your current points leader in the California Late Model Series might be the one to beat tonight. He was looking really smooth around that track tonight, Mike. Sponsors, plus great fans equals great racing, and I'm a true believer in that, Mike.
That's right. It takes sponsors to make it all happen here from everybody. And all you race fans, if you need any products from these sponsors, be sure to stop by and see them as the lights are out on this semi-main for the hobbies. On the pole, Gary Bredmont. Next to him, Bartman Wheeler. We go green, a wet green track right now.
Could be kind of slippery out there for the first few laps. Everybody trying to, go for the lead.
Bartman Wheeler off turn 2, goes into the lead. Gary Bredmont a little loose, rolls the second. Mike Sparks third. Bartman Wheeler up high into turn 3.
James Deedy in fourth place. In fifth, the number 15 car.
Look out, Big Daddy Don Childress gets wrapped up with the number 3 of Jeffrey Miller. We stay green. Bredmont, your leader, the number 1 car, into turn 1, followed by the Pie Man Danny Lewis. Brian Reed as Mike Sparks goes off the track. Jammin' Jerry Horlacher running 4th. Bart Wheeler having trouble getting down the main chute, and we go on a yellow for him. Bartman Wheeler was leading this, and all of a sudden he comes up lame, and he fires off and goes lame in the main chute down by turn 1. Still backfiring. Bredmont, your leader, into turn 1. And here comes Billy J. Simpkins on the backside of the number 3 car, Miller. Top 8 will go to the main. Aaron Farrell on the bubble right now. Farrell running in that 8th position with Roger Remy, John Introcaso, and Don Childress. A big traffic jam into turn 3. Aaron Farrell with Roger Remy Sr. on his back bumper.
Jimmy the Shoe Irwin just waving that black flag like a pointer stick, telling him to calm down out there and let's just go racing.
The number 5 car of John Introcaso hits the main chute wall, goes off the track. Your leader off turn 2, Gary Bredmont. Danny Lewis running second, Brian Reed, and then you pick up Jammin' Jerry Horlacher.
How many cars are we going to take for this semi-main, Mike?
8 cars will go to the main event.
Wow, Number 61 car, Mike Sparks, is on the bubble at this point. I believe there's 7 laps down, 13 to go.
Sparks is down several laps.
Okay.
And here comes your leader into turn 1, or 2 rather, Gary Bredmont, the Pie Man, Danny Lewis, Horlacher, Reed, Miller, Simpkins, Mark Roberts. Then you pick up Roger Remy Sr. and Don Childress.
Senior on the bubble. I think Roger Remy Sr. may be on the bubble. Childress is trying to battle for that last transfer position in the Starsky and Hutch rig. Sponsored by BC Ray Tire and Race Prep. Good looking brand new car. 10 laps down, 10 to go.
Mark Roberts just moved up a position.
Passing the 68 J car of Simpkins.
11 down, 1 to go. And here comes your winner off turn 4, the number 1 car, Gary Bredmont. Danny Lewis second, Horlacher third. Then you pick up Jeffrey Miller, Brian Reed, Mark Roberts, Simpkins, Remy Sr., and Don Childress.
Did Childress make the last qualifying position?
He'll transfer to the main event.
Excellent. We've got a guest up here in the booth. On the out here, we're going to count down from 5. Here we go. 5, 4,
3, 2,
1. Let's go racing!
Green Pure Stock Driving Division. In the yellow number 1, a lady driver, Joanna. Right behind her, another lady driver, Lacey Laura Ferris. As Nathan Flood runs fourth, this is a 6-lapper. 2 down this time around, 4 to go. Halfway, 3 down, 3 to go. Factory Pure Stock Division. Car's pretty quick. And we got an IMCA modified in turn 3. Look out, mama. Steve Klinkenbeard, I'm not sure what he's doing. White flag this time by. Look out! Oh! Lady driver Joanna gets crossed up out of 4. Lady driver makes contact with the wall. We go checkered.
Boy, howdy, what happened? I left for a minute. I see that number 1 car sponsored by Subway sandwiches spun out down the front straight. Uh-oh!
Look out!
Could be trouble.
Lacey Laura Ferris starting to camp out, help her lady friend. And the hard chargers are on the gas pedal. Factory Pure Stocks. Look out.
Division, come on. Yellow flag. Oh,
Yeah,
he lost a tire.
tire.
Lacey Laura Ferris loses a right rear. It comes trickling down into the infield. We need a, oh, that's a front, that's a right front. Excuse me.
Yeah, buddy.
Brought his
Camaro
whole family
time.
out here. We'd like to say hi to the whole Morgan family sitting down there. Thanks for coming out and spending a great evening of racing with us. Appreciate you guys coming out. Hey, thanks a lot. All right, Christy Beal, your manager would like to say happy 21st birthday to you. Christy Beal, he's one, you know, you work for him. It's a great deal. Christy Beal, happy 21st. Thanks for coming out to Speedway.
And we'll see you down at Trout's, the Fish in the Sky. And we'll listen to all the country western music down there, by golly. 21st birthday!
Lights are out for the IMCA modified main event.
Buck Cox will set the pace with Klinkenbeard on the outside.
Jimmy the Shoreman says no, guys, absolutely none, nada, no green flag is happening tonight. Right now, he did not like what he saw, and no green flag flew.
No lights green. Out, we anticipate a green. A straggled crowd, no green once again. Oh, Klinkenbeard laying back, trying to penalize Bud Cox for an early start, but Cox did not take off. Klinkenberg was laying back, trying to make him look bad. Second false start, you go to the rear. Lights out, we'll look for the green out of 4. RPM builds, we go green. Bud Cox with an advantage, your leader into turn 1. Off turn 2, your leader. And here comes the 17 to Kevin Nichols. Oh, he's on a terror as Klinkenberg runs second. Cox sticks it down low, your leader, followed by Klinkenberg. Kevin Nichols and Rick Jenkins. Nichols runs the high side. Look at him hook up hard into turn 1 off turn 2. He makes a pass.
That was a big power move, Mike. Wow, Nichols trying to make that way outside line stick. These alcohol burning machines and the IMCA modifieds are just getting it on tonight. Your leader, Bud Cox, followed by Kevin Nichols in the 78 car. Klinkenberg in 3rd place. Jenkins in 4th. I believe that's the 17 car. Floyd in 5th. Bud Cox opens up about a 3-car length advantage, but we have a spin down the back straightaway. I believe that's the 5 car. Scott Gaffney gets her fired up again, and we stay green here at the Bakersfield Speedway. Cox open up about a 3-car length advantage over Kevin Nichols. Nichols trying to reel him in the best that he can.
What's going on with the number 1 car? Scott Downs as Moore goes up in smoke down the back chute. Paul Moore, the number 9 car, up in smoke as he came off turn 2. Something went away on his car, and he gets it to the infield. But what happened to Pounds? He's currently 6th on the track and offering no challenge at this point. As Bud Cox, your leader, off turn 2. Looking strong here. He did earlier and got sandwiched into the infield during this qualifier, but he's running a strong beat of it right now, followed by the 78 Kevin Nichols, Steve Klinkenberg, Rick Jenkins, and then Steve Smotherman.
Cox coming up on some lap traffic, makes the pass easily then to the lap car, staying out of the way. Nichols still about 3-car lengths back. Klinkenberg in 3rd position, Jenkins in 4th. Steve Smotherman in 5th, and in 6th place, a surprise. Scotty Pounds, I don't know if he's holding back for the Texas thing or what, but he's just not really up front tonight. Your leader, Bud Cox, running a smooth race so far. We've got 9 laps down, I believe 11 laps to go. Nichols is making up some ground on Bud Cox, your leader. Jenkins around Smotherman into 3rd position. Smotherman made a bobble coming off of turn 2 to allow Jenkins into 3rd.
Exactly right. 10 down, 10 to go. Halfway through this 20-lap feature. And Kevin Nichols starting to reel your leader in now. Bud Cox, he got way off the face off of turn 1.
Nichols running a very smooth race. Bud Cox seems to be getting a little jittery in the corners. Nichols just waiting for Cox to see if he can make a mistake to make the pass. 11 laps down, now 12 laps down, 8 laps to go in this IMCA modified main event. The battle for the lead actually between Cox and Nichols is really the only battle going on the track right now. In 3rd place is Jenkins. In 4th place is Smotherman, and in 5th is the 16X car of Smotherman is in 5th. Klinkenberg is in 4th, pardon me.
And here comes your leader off turn 4. Bud Cox opened the door. Nichols could not get his car down low enough, but he makes a good entry into turn 1, bobbles a little bit, gets right up on the back bumper of Cox. 14.5 down.
Nichols really putting the pressure on Cox, and we've got a spin in turn number 4. We remain green on the Bakersfield Speedway, however. As I was saying, Nichols is really putting the pressure on Cox in the corners. However, Cox is pulling away in the straightaway, Mike.
A little difference in cams there, Steve. The corner is where Nichols closes ground. Top end cam for the 86 car. He has that horsepower, carries him all the way into the corner.
Definitely, I think Nichols is running the smoother race, where Cox is running the maybe the faster race.
Greg Boyd in the 17 car comes back on the track, goes several laps down. The 3rd place runner is the 112 of Rick Jenkins. Nichols off turn 2, took a look underneath of Cox.
Smotherman and Klinkenberg are nose to tail going down the back straightaway. I believe that battle is for 4th and 5th position. Here comes Scotty Pounds up into the mix.
this time by Cox. Still leads it from the start with Nichols right there.
A caution-free IMCA main event thus far. With 2 corners left to go. Nichols is hard on the rear end of Cox. Cox holds his line down low. Buck Cox is your winner. The 86 car, Delco Gunite, 2-up chassis sponsored race car 86, Buck Cox.
Kevin Nichols with a strong second. Couldn't find a way on the top or the bottom side to make the pass. Let him hear it. Your winner right here, the 86 car, Buck Cox.
All righty.
And we go down to the winner's circle now with Steve Hughes and our winner, Buck
There goes
Cox.
Steve
take it away.
Smotherman giving Buck Cox the thumbs up. Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, the number 86, Buck Cox. I understand this is your second win here at Bakersfield, your 3rd IMCA win. Is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Well, I tell you what, man, that's the way to do it, leading flag to flag. Man, that was awesome. What a great race between you and Kevin Nichols.
Thank you very much.
Hey, you're welcome.
I want to thank Pools by Ike and Alchem for sponsoring my fuel, my wife, and my dad, who owns Delco Gunite, who bought this car for me.
Awesome. Hey, thank you very much for a great entertainment, man, and congratulations. Buck Cox, ladies and gentlemen, your winner for the IMCA Modified Main Event.
Congratulations.
On the outside of Cargill, the number 5 car from Porterville, California, Raymond Nolan.
The number 17 car, your 1995 track champion, Speedy Steve Nolan. Floyd Quackenbush, Jimmy Pledger, as we go green. And the 34 car, Robbie Atchison. Off turn 2, your leader, Lee Jensen.
Jensen gets about a 3-car length advantage. Oh, and he gets up on the berm, allowing the rest of the pack to catch up. And we've got some contact in turn 4, which slows the rest of the pack up, allowing the 2 leaders, Atchison and Jensen, to get away scot-free. And it finally works out, but the number, I couldn't kiss the guy going into the pits, but the 2 leaders right now are Lee Jensen in the 55 and the 24, Atchison.
The 36 of Mike Morgan went off the racing surface. Speedy Steve Cargill now 4th, and you pick the 14 car of Lonnie Welch as Atchison up high into turn 3, trying to put a topside pass on Lee Jensen.
Atchison uses all of that momentum coming out of 4 to make the pass down the front straightaway on Lee Jensen, allowing the number 20 car of Mike Berry to catch right up and get into the mix for this main event.
Roy Atchison Jr., your leader, Jensen, Berry, and then Cargill.
There's 4 laps down, I believe 16 to go. Atchison kind of running away from this main event right now. He's got about a 6-car length lead on Lee Jensen, followed very closely by the number 20 car of Mike Berry. Right behind him is Slippery Steve Cargill in the number 11 Camaro. On the inside of him is Lonnie Welch in the number 14 car.
Then you pick up Slippery Steve Nolan, Carl Nolan, Ray Nolan, and then James the Hammer Hammonds, and here comes the 57 car of Floyd Quackenbush.
As the race progresses into its 7th lap, as soon as they come around the flag stand, they form kind of a freight train now. They're all lined out, ready to go, racing hard. A little hit of smoke and sparks coming from the 55 Camaro of Lee Jensen. In 3rd place, Mike Berry in the 20 car. It is a great battle between the 17 car of Nolan and the 14 car of Welch, as well as the 11 car of Steve Cargill.
Your leader now with a good 8-car lengths, that is Roy Atchison Jr. as Jensen goes off the track.
The right rear flat tire.
Mike Berry in the 20 car now up to 2nd with Cargill 3rd and Welch 4th, and here comes Steve Nolan. Nolan and Welch battling door handle to door handle on the back bumper of Speedy Steve Cargill. Those 3 cars locked up nose to tail.
However, your leader, Roy Atchison, is kind of like a hotel room at 12 o'clock on Sunday. He's trying to check out. Mike Berry's in 2nd place, and the real battle is the 3-car war going on between Cargill, Nolan, and Welch. We've completed 11 laps.
Right goes off the track. Your leader almost make connection with
A
me.
little contact between Welch and Nolan coming out of turn 2. Almost spins Nolan around, but he's able to catch the car and straighten her out.
A warning goes out to the blue 14 of Welch. And Nolan trying to get underneath Cargill. Welch with a hammer job on the back bumper of Steve Nolan.
That is classic Bakersfield Speedway racing right there.
Those three guys, Steve, are locked up, I'm telling you. Big time.
There goes a warning from the flagman, Jimmy the Shoe Irwin, but all I see out there is clean racing. Rubbin is racing as far as I'm concerned. Nothing going on wrong there.
Cargill up high down the back chute, opens the door, and here comes Slippery Steve Nolan. You'll see why they call him Slippery.
Mike Berry has closed the gap on Roy Atchison in the 24 car. The 20 Camaro has closed about a 7-car length disadvantage to come right up on his tail. Could be a shootout, 5-lap shootout right now for the lead. What do you think? And the win in this main
I'm telling
event.
you what, 15 down, 10 more to go.
We're going to go 25. Pardon me, I thought we were going 20, but we're going 25, baby. Let's see who can last it out. What do you say?
Like now, baby.
Berry on the inside of Atchison down the front straightaway, trying to make the pass. No dice, says Atchison. Follow me in the turns 1 and 2.
Atchison may be getting a little warm in that motor. That stretches things up, loosens a little bit, and he loses a little compression as Berry has tracked him down.
And you know as well as I do, as soon as you lose compression, you're losing horsepower, which equates to lower straightaway speeds.
Bumpers locked with Carl Nolan Jr. and Floyd Quackenbush. They free up Quackenbush on the high side off turn 2. And Nolan, they make contact again. Nolan sticks it deep into 3. Quackenbush on the high side.
Quackenbush makes it stick, closes the door on Nolan coming out of 4. And it's a hammer job done again by Nolan on the back of Quackenbush. Quackenbush kind of let up kind of early. But your leader is still Roy Atchison, followed closely by Mike Berry in 3rd. In the 17 Camaro is Steve Nolan. That 3-car battle that we were going is no longer happening.
Cargill has fallen off the pace quite a bit. And Welch now got passed by the 5-car of Ray Nolan.
5 laps to go. We've completed 20 caution-free laps here in the Modified Street main event. It's been a very clean race so far, but it appears to be something wrong with Lonnie Welch's car. He's up high in turns 1 and 2.
Black flag was given to him. Possibly a tire on the right side has gone flat.
I believe that's the 3rd flat tire that's contributed to the,
Yeah.
that has let 3 cars actually out of this main event.
It'd have to be a right rear, and they don't look that flat, but he has some trouble. Your leader now in the back of lap traffic. The yellow 24 of Roy Atchison out of Porterville, followed by Lompoc, Mike Berry, and then Porterville, Steve Nolan, and then Porterville, Ray Nolan, then Bakersfield, Speedy Steve Cargill.
What I'm smelling right up here is a car overheating. Can you smell it, Mike? And with 1 lap to go, your leader is still Roy Atchison, but the battle is really for 2nd place right now between the 17 of Nolan and the 20 of Berry.
A great shootout. 2 more corners for those 2. Here comes your winner off turn 4, Roy Atchison. Yeah, we called a little bit earlier that the power band was falling off this yellow Camaro. There's water coming out of his overflow tube. As Roy climbs out of the car, let him hear it right now. Your winner, Roy Atchison Jr. Nice drive, my man. Come on up here so California Raceway Video will catch you all free of the fencing and whatnot. I tell you what, your first career main event win ever as you've come out of the mini stocks to the modified street. How do you feel, my man?
I feel great. I couldn't do it without my friends and family.
I tell you what, this guy is elated. You can see this driving suit, a heaving and a hoeing. First career main event win ever in a modified street. You've got this car hooked up better each and every week, and now you're up front. Where do you go from here, guy?
Just keep going.
Keep going. And, of course, making your home out of Porterville. How do you like this Bakersfield Speedway racetrack?
It's the best track in Southern California and Northern California.
Best track you can hear right there. Big hand for your winner, Roy Atchison Jr. Napa Auto Parts, nails by Michelle. Your driver, Chairman Jerry Horlacher.
And outside of Horlacher in the number 16 car, sponsored by the Little Green Store and Performance Machine, the number 16 car of the Pie Man, Danny Lewis.
Next car in entry, then a white number 15, your driver, Brian Reed.
And the 3X car painted just like Dale Earnhardt, Jeff Miller.
The 68 car out of Santa Maria, Billy J. Simpkins.
On the outside of him, the Hook in the number 5.
We go green, Mark Roberts. The number 2 of Roger Remy Sr. and the 46 of Don Childress.
Starsky and Hutch, come on.
The 76 car, your leader in the 3, that's Scotty Pruitt, followed by Selvage, Chad Henry, and Terry Brewer. Look out, mama. Roger Harry gets thrown to the infield by the 66 car of Dede. Harry gathers it back up. Yellow flag on the track. We go yellow on the track as Roberts and Simpkins gets locked up into turn 4. Billy J. Simpkins, the son of the late Danny Simpkins.
Thank you. Man, I love this place.
Lights are out. We're looking for a greenie.
Pruitt puts the hammer down. We've got the green light. Just to make it official, Irwin's going to throw the green flag, and there it is. We've got Pruitt, Selvage, Henry right on his tail, Brewer right behind him, Manzella, and Dede battling for 5th. Herrick right behind him, and the Pink Panther trying to get in that lead pack. Henry tags the wall coming out of turn 4. Doesn't seem to affect that 2-week-in-a-row winner. Still is on the gas. What a great race. We got the full moon rising just to the east of us.
The Pie Man, Danny Lewis, off the pace with a flat in the back chute. Makes connection with Jammin' Jerry Horlacher. And look out, Chad Henry, another tire breaks loose as Tom Manzella makes the main chute wall. Jason Selvage rides on a tire. Oh, boy, look out, mama.
I think it's Henry that's lost a tire on the front stretch here.
Left rear comes off of his car.
Wow, a lot can happen in just a few seconds. 1 minute we're going caution free, and the next, all kinds of stuff breaks loose.
Some of that Sweet Shop chocolate ice cream and double dip going down right now. Yes, indeedy. We have Candy Cotton over there also, if you've not seen him. Snow cones as the Pie Man jumps back on the track. We go green. The Pie Man would have been better to wait for everybody to pass him.
I think he disagree with you, Mike. Yeah. See, I got you. Is he a lap down right now, or is he on the lead lap?
A right rear flat on the 76 car, Jerry Morgantini.
We should be seeing the yellow flag here shortly, and I don't see it yet.
He clears the racing surface, goes to the infield. Your leader still the 76 being Scotty Pruitt, but here comes jumping Jimmy Needy on the inside into turn 3, right next to Brewer, and they lock horns.
A great battle going on between the 66 car of James Yesenini and Terry Brewer for second place. And a side-by-side battle between your points leader, Lloyd Reed, Manzella, and Don Pieser. It's a three-car battle. Whoa, rear-ended. Take it away, Mike. We're spinning.
Oh, boy. Bumpers that locked up, that shut the traffic down. And Manzella was a victim of nowhere to go. And he gets looped and hits the inside berm, gets a little error as Jammin' Jerry Horlacher up in smoke trying to get off of the turn 1 exit gate. But Tom Manzella got airborne.
Trying to get them bunched up. Jimmy the Shoe's giving them all the hand signals and instructions that he can. Lights are out.
Well, he left one that he could have used.
Oh yeah, but we don't do that stuff here. This is a family deal.
And we go greens. Pruitt with Didi on a good RPM start. Gets right up on the back bumper. Didi takes a look underneath of Pruitt. Pruitt works his heart out. And there comes Didi off turn 2. Didi down low, Pruitt up high, and Didi makes the pass.
What a power move by James, yes indeed. The Performance Machine-sponsored 66 car made a big move around Scott Pruitt for the lead. We've got 8 laps down, 12 laps to go.
Roger Herrick, the front yard dog, running third, but Terry Brewer on the high side trying to reel him in. And here comes the Taft monster, Don Peaser.
Jeffrey Miller trying to get into the mix of things with Peaser, Bredmont, Brewer, and Herrick. That's a 5-car battle there for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. What great racing we have here out here at Bakersfield Speedway, the 3rd mile clay oval just north of Bakersfield. 9 laps down, 11 laps to go.
I tell you, Steve, Jeffrey Miller looking really strong here right now. Makes a little contact with Herrick, got battle for 3rd place, but Miller looking real strong, running 4th this time behind the 25 of
Something's
Herrick.
gone down on Brewer's car, perhaps a flat tire. It looks maybe a motor has broken or a rear end has gone away, but he is definitely slow to the apex of turn 3 and 4.
He looks like he may have had a bumper broke loose off the right front, grabbing that right front tire, and that'll take a lot of handling away from you. Obviously, the tire locked up on that
tire's
bumper.
not even rolling. Yes, you are correct. You are the doctor.
And Brewer will make it off the track.
Right here in
out.
front of us.
The Pie Man and Hook, Mark Roberts locking horns.
Your leader is still James, yes indeed, the Performance Machine sponsored rig, followed by the 76P car of Scott Pruitt, and in 3rd, the 3X car of Jeffrey Miller.
And Billy J. Simpkins about to go a lap down, smoke coming out of his car as your leader puts Simpkins down 1 lap.
Simpkins has been a little low on horsepower all evening. I don't know if that's a new motor that just hasn't been broken in, or if he's just suspension. Whoa!
Oh boy! 2 tires break loose, maybe 3. 2 tires for sure over in turn 2. Gary Bredmont up lane, facing the pit stands, as 2 tires are definitely on the track over in turn 2. One of tires still rolling into turn 3.
How about that? I think that tire's in about 7th position right now. Well, it's being passed.
Well, it finished further than the owner of the car.
Wow.
I picked the tire.
Hey, I got $10 on the tire.
Main event win ever for Scotty Pruitt if he can pull this off.
If he can hang on, the Pruitt Industries, Nestle, Cimenthal Manufacturing sponsored, looks like a Malibu maybe.
And we go green. And Jeffrey Miller takes a quick peek underneath of Pruitt. Fine move by Miller. And he pulled it off, but look at the power band.
And we've got a tire loose off in turn 4.
That comes off the 16 car of Danny Lewis. Danny Lewis losing a wheel in turn 4. We go back on the yellow.
Everybody's slowing down.
And we don't race the yellow, so we revert back to the previous lap and the positions at that point.
Scott Pruitt is off the track, which puts your leader, the number 3X car, Jeffrey Miller.
And he's on his way to his first career main event win ever. So Phil Matthews, just a whole bunch of them.
Lights are out. I think we're going green. It's going to be a 5-lap shootout to the finish. Your leader, Jeffrey Miller, followed by the number 25 car of Roger Herrick. Right behind him, the 15 car, Brian Reed. Morgantini, I do not think is on the lead lap right now. He's had a flat tire earlier in the race. So in 4th place is the 46 of Childress. Pardon me. The number 1 of Peaser is in 4th. Your current 2nd place in points, followed by your points leader, Lloyd Reed. And Didi has made up a few spots.
16 down, 4 to go. Can Jeffrey Miller pull his first main event off here tonight? Miller on his way to victory. 17 down, 3 to go. Roger Herrick running 2nd, Brian Reed 3rd. Then you pick up Don Peaser and then Lloyd Reed.
He's He's got that good red Chevrolet moving around this third mile clay oval tonight. He's opened up about a 5 or 6 car length lead over Roger Herrick. There's 18 laps down, 2 to go. Peaser makes a big move on the outside of Morgantini, but I don't think that was for position. But he's got the hammer down, trying to pass the 15 car.
Boy, here we go. White flag, 2 more corners. Peaser on the move out of 2. Peaser trying to get around Brian Reed, and here comes Lloyd Reed. Your winner, Jeffrey Miller. Roger Herrick second. Brian Reed third. Frank Reed bit Peaser at the start-finish line. Frank Reed pulled off a 4th place, made a pass at Don Peaser 5th, but your winner right there, the black number 3, Jeffrey Miller. All right, let's do a lineup here. What do you think, Steve-O?
Hey, I'll tell you what, this race is just more important than just a race. This race right here will determine the 1996 champion in the California Late Model Series right here. This will do it.
Lights are out. Scott Webster sets the pace. Next to him, Dana Nelson in the Smith Emery sponsored car. Dana Nelson off turn 2, your leader. Nelson loose, coming down the lead to your leader. Followed by Mike Hood, Scott Webster, and Eric McCorder as Hilton falls off the pace. Oh boy.
Dana Nelson is your leader, followed by the number 2 of Mike Hood. Right behind him, the 51 car of McCorder. And your current, we got a melee in turn 2.
Scott Webster as Randy Claiborne and Steve Drake locked horns, and they gather back up. We stay green.
Hilton gets rammed from the rear end and he goes into the pits. Obviously something is broken on the 74B car. He is stuck in the pit exit. He's head on into the wall. There's the yellow flag. Okay, Hilton is stuck in the exit and off into the pits. And we have a yellow flag condition on the track.
A wreck in turn 4 with the 28 car, Joe Whitlow. But your current leader, the number 02, the Rex Mazda Smith Emery sponsored car.
Train the first 5 cars. This is some great racing, ladies and gentlemen.
Top 5 cars nose to tail with Nelson, Hood, McCorder, Stewart, and Drake. The number 1 car, Bob Campitelli, off the pace. Lap traffic, messing up your leader, Nelson. And Hood goes underneath. That's Jay Ellenberg. Ellenberg blocking up your leader. And Mike Hood makes a pass. Ellenberg gets loose, clicks up Steve Drake. Oh, and he hits Rick Gifford. Jay Ellenberg loses it in turn 3, and we go on the yellow.
Wow, this is going to be a major deal right here. Your new track record holder, Steve Drake, in the number 11 car, is also second in points. Could be out of the main event, which opens the door for the 3rd and 4th and 5th place points guys in this California Late Model Series.
That's right, Steve. That'll open the door, of course, for Randy Claiborne, currently 3rd in the points chase, only 20 points back. But what transpired there was going into turn 1, a lap car, the 13 of Jay Ellenberg, was in the traffic lane of Dana Nelson in that Smith Emery special, locked him up, and then comes Mike Hood underneath him, takes a power move trying to get underneath of Nelson. Ellenberg opened the door, Hood got by. Dana Nelson was in the back quarter panel of Jay Ellenberg, spun him into turn 3, and Hood pops up your leader. That opened the door for the 51 car of McCorder, now up to 2nd. And Dana Nelson suffers lap traffic, goes back to 3rd. We go green.
Right now, McCorder can only pick up, if the race were to end right now, McCorder would only pick up 6 points.
bumper of Dana Nelson. Claiborne in the white 88 car. Scott Webster gets ran over in turn 4 by the number 7 car. Oh,
Right
boy,
rear
Gene
flat
Ross.
tire. He's pulling into the pits. 16 laps down, 14 laps to go. We've got a couple of cars spun out in turn 4. Yellow flag condition on the track.
Right, that's Randy Claiborne in the 88 and Dana Nelson at Lockhorns in 4.
Here we go.
All right, Steve-O, lights go out. We'll look for the green. Hood on the gas. We go green.
16, 17 laps down, 13 laps to go. Hood is getting around this track very smoothly.
Daryl Hood in the 23 car, currently 4th on the track, trying to get around Rick Gifford.
Red Gifford in the number 30 car, the comeback kid, trying to hang on to 3rd. The 23 car, Daryl Hood trying to make it into 3rd position, giving him a heck of a battle.
And
Gifford hangs on to
car,
3rd position.
Ample loses it out of turn 2.
Hopefully he can get her refired and we can stay green here at the Bakersfield Speedway, yes. We remain green. 19 laps down, 11 laps to go. Laps are ticking away.
Eric McCorder back out on the track, as well as Dana Nelson. Track starting to go a little dry slick.
Jerry Stewart in 2nd place is in prime position to capture this 1996 points title. Running an awesome race is Mike Hood. Still your leader. I believe he's led it flag to flag, Mike.
I tell you what, Hood and Stewart are checking away from the rest of the field now, and Stewart's on a rampage.
Hey, I've said it once and I'll say it again. Those two guys right there, the 2 of Hood and the 4 of Stewart, are just like a hotel room on Sunday at noon. They're trying to check out, brother.
And indeed they are as they go into turn 4. And Mike Hood seems to be falling off the pace a little bit.
Possibly an overheating problem robbing his motor of horsepower. Stewart seems to be running the exact same line, but just making a better lap time around this 3rd mile clay oval. Meanwhile, the 30 car of Rick Gifford, the comeback kid, is beginning to reel the 2 leaders in.
That's exactly right. He's starting to find that rhythm after being off the track for so long. And here comes the 88 car of Randy Claiborne as well as McCorder.
With 25 laps down, we've got to spin the 51 car of Eric McCorder and the 88 car.
Randy Claiborne Lockhorns in 4.
We've got a yellow condition on the track. That means it's going to be a 5-lap shootout to the finish.
Oh boy. That puts the pressure on the guys that had checked out.
We're going to do a restart on the back straightaway. We're going to see what's going to happen right now. Let's go to the dock.
And lights out, we look for the green. We go green. 26 down, 4 to go. Hood, your leader, followed by Stewart, Rick Gifford, Mike Hood, Rick Hoffman, Dana Nelson, Bill Bartels, and here comes Joe Whitlow underneath the Bartels. And Stewart's falling off the pace. Stewart goes off
He's
the
got a
pace.
rear
Flat. Right rear flat on Stewart.
That puts Rick Gifford, the comeback kid, in 2nd place. Let's see what he can do with it. Can he reel in the leader, Mike Hood?
boy, there he is, Mike Hood.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Bakersfield's own, the number 2 Fast Plumbing sponsored Casino City Supplies, Mike Hood. You're awesome. It's his first win since April. Awesome job, man. Flag to flag win. Great drive. Way to hold them all off. Awesome. This car stayed together. Everybody else was braking, you know, blowing tires. How'd you do it, man?
We had this thing working down on the bottom, right down on the bottom, and Steve Morgan built me a motor, and she runs.
Awesome, man. She doesn't run. She runs fast, brother, and she was hooked up on the bottom, like you said. What do you think of this track tonight?
I think it's kind of tough to pass on the high side, but if you get your car working down low, then you got her made.
And that's what you keyed on, huh? That low side, that low line, huh? Wonderful.
Yeah, that's what we were shooting for.
Awesome. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Mike Hood, your California Late Model Series winner right here. I don't know how this is going to affect the points, but let me tell you, Mike, the only guy that was even left on the track that was up in front of you in the points was the 4 car, Jerry Stewart, the leader. He blew a tire with 3 laps to go. Where he finishes, who knows? I think you're moving up 3 or 4 places, brother, in that California Late Model Series, you know, point deal. So you may finish like 2nd or 3rd up there, brother. Good job tonight. Thank you very much. Great drive. Right on. Mike Hood, ladies and gentlemen. Right on. Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, what a great Labor Day Classic brought to you by Craig and Auto Parts. You know where to go. Craig and Auto, KUZZ 107.9 FM, Bakersfield's best country. Long's Drugs. Oh man, wow, that was awesome.